Secretary Russell Redding.
Very kind. Hey, Dean Ott, thank you. Thanks for the kind introduction. I'm always humbled when I hear the Dean and others do the introduction. I just feel like when your vocation and your avocation are the same, you're a lucky person. Right? Very, very few people get a chance to do that. I claim that for myself. I appreciate what I do. I appreciate the people we do it with, and an amazing sort of state to do it in. So thank you for the kind introduction. Thank you, Dr. Bendapudi. Always a pleasure to be with you. We appreciate her spirit in the land-grant mission, and we say every day how grateful we are to have somebody to lead this amazing university, but also somebody who really at the very core understands how it differentiates both Pennsylvania and education, and you do that. And thank you for recognizing agriculture at the center of that work. Round of applause. Thank you. And President Cruzado, thank you. To finish your story, George Atherton was president of Penn State University. So maybe that was in your second, and we add it to the third, but think about the connectedness to history here. Mike, I promise I won't go off on Lincoln. Yeah, anybody who knows me, that is a very tempting thing to do because I'm from Gettysburg. I appreciate Lincoln a lot, and I think of those times that we were living, he was governing, when we weren't even sure, we were a divided nation, right, in so many ways, and Congress and the president came together to do two extraordinary things. One is the creation of the land-grant university system, right? And two is the creation of our U.S. Department of Agriculture, right? So think about what happened in that 1862-63 period. Two of the institutions that, quite frankly, have defined American agriculture and defined Pennsylvania. So we're lucky. We're lucky very much to have the forefathers who saw the vision of the need to do the education and research and extension. We're also fortunate to do that in a state, and I say it every day, with an amazing group of partners, right? This room is full of partners. Everybody here has a role. Everybody has been part of this journey, not just in the work that we've done in agriculture, but also in this journey of 50 years of Ag Progress Days. And while we are celebrating 50 years in the same place, that is not the same thing as standing still. To the contrary, this event is a living story of Pennsylvania agriculture, where we have been, where we are today, and where we are going. And you can experience the story simply by walking across the grounds. At one end, you have the Pasto Museum. Inside are the tools and machines and technologies that transformed agriculture in their time. They remind us that the way we farm today was once somebody's new idea. Someone took the challenge and thought, there's got to be a better way. Someone experimented, took the risk, and shared what they learned. And eventually, that idea changed the way agriculture was done. That's innovation. And then you walk to the other end of the grounds or to the story, to the FIRA Innovation Building. And there we see the robotics and the automation and precision agriculture and technologies that change what is possible on the farm. The contrast is striking, but the connection is even more powerful, because this is not a story of old agriculture or new agriculture. It is a story of agriculture continually reinventing itself. And today, that reinvention matters more than ever. But because innovation is not about making farming more futuristic, it's about making sure that farming has a future. Ultimately, it can mean protecting the most important thing a farmer has, the ability to keep farming. We know this because we are seeing it happen right across Pennsylvania. The Shapiro-Davis administration, the Agricultural Innovation Grant Program, the only one of its kind in the nation, isn't just an idea on paper. It's innovation already working on farms and in the agricultural businesses across Pennsylvania. The first $10 million invested supported 88 projects across 45 counties, representing 31 commodities and 40 different areas of innovation. And the response told us something important. The Pennsylvania agriculture is hungry for the opportunity to innovate. The program received more than $68 million in requests for the initial $10 million. The second round, 317 applications, $73 million in requests for $10 million in money. I had the opportunity to visit some of these, and they're all different. They're all different, but they have a common denominator. They're all about progress. They're all about solving real problems for real Pennsylvanians. So innovation allows us to preserve the things that define Pennsylvania agriculture while giving farmers new tools to carry them forward. That is the journey that you can see here at Ag Progress Days. The Pasto Museum shows us the innovations that once seemed new and uncertain, but became part of everyday agriculture. And the FIRA Innovation Area shows us technologies that may shape the next generation of farming. Pennsylvania agriculture has never stood still. Our history proves it, our farms prove it, our university proves it, the Ag Progress Days prove it. And as you walk the grounds today, think about the journey. Think back to how far we have come. Look around at what is happening right now, and then look ahead. Because what's progress we see is before us. But we have to think about it. Think about the progress that we've made, and always be mindful of the journey that we've been on, because that's how progress happens. One question, one idea, one partnership, one innovation at a time. So from the museum to the FIRA Innovation Area, progress is telling that story. And the best part is, we're not just looking at the story of innovation. We're writing the next chapter. And we do that with amazing people. We do that with a governor who is committed to agriculture in the state. We do it with a land-grant university. We do it with a lieutenant governor who gets it, who understands Pennsylvania agriculture. He's been with us in food, in forest, on farms. We've been up and down the hills of Pennsylvania, but he gets it. So it's my pleasure to introduce someone who has been a long champion of Pennsylvania agriculture, a great member and team to the Shapiro and Davis team, and who's helping us write the next chapter, Lieutenant Governor Austin Davis.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. First, thank you, Secretary Redding, for that warm introduction. I want to thank you all for allowing me to be here on behalf of Governor Shapiro and our entire administration. I want to thank President Bendapudi and Dean Ott and the whole team at Penn State for hosting Ag Progress Days. It's always an honor to share the stage with Russell Redding, as well as Secretary Rick Seiger, our DCD Secretary, who is here as well. Agriculture and economic development are linked. I also want to take a minute to acknowledge Congressman G.T. Thompson, who has been a tireless advocate for Pennsylvania farmers and agriculture industry. Congressman, thank you for all that you do on behalf of all of us here in Pennsylvania. I also want to recognize we have a number of legislators who are here with us today, but want to call out Representative Eddie Day Pashinsky and Senator Elder Vogel for their work in the Pennsylvania General Assembly. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. I'm the proud son of a union bus driver and a hairdresser. I was born and raised in McKeesport, Pennsylvania, an aging steel town in southwestern Pennsylvania. There weren't a lot of farms in my community growing up, but I've always been an advocate for agriculture because here in Pennsylvania, we're all connected and we're all linked. The first generation immigrant that owns a restaurant in Philadelphia is connected to the Lancaster County farmer that grows the restaurant's produce. A farmer in Franklin County is connected to the union worker in Pittsburgh that's building our rural broadband access across this Commonwealth. Pennsylvania can't thrive if our farmers aren't thriving. It's that simple. But times change and we can't keep farming the same way we've always done it. We need to innovate and we need to use science and technology. The agriculture industry understands this. Farmers have always been scientists. That's why the governor and I were proud to be the first state to launch an Ag Innovation Grant Program, which is now in its third year. This program has been wildly successful and hugely popular. We received applications for nearly 7 times what was available in state funding. And today we're announcing the 97 ag innovation projects that have been selected, covering more than 45 counties and 2 statewide projects. One of the grants will be going towards an ag robotics production facility. Another is for a wood biomass to gasoline conversion facility. I know we're all concerned about the price of gas right now, so this is a fantastic project to help deal with that issue. Several grants are for using drone technology on farms, nurseries, and orchards. With these types of projects, Pennsylvania is leading the way in agriculture innovation. And what we need and what we want to continue is that progress, which is why in this year's bipartisan state budget, it includes $10 million for the Ag Innovation Grant Program to continue its success. The next round of funding will be open for applications on September 1st, so go to agriculture.pa.gov to find out more. In the most recent state budget, we also got a number of wins for the agriculture community here in Pennsylvania. $10 million to create a fruit grower freeze impact grant program, $5 million for education to combat the spread of high-path avian flu, and full funding for the Pennsylvania Farm Bill to support business planning, infrastructure, and workforce development. The governor and I will always stand up for our farmers who work hard 365 days a year to put food on our tables. That's what this is all about. And that's why Ag Progress Days are so important. I'd like to present a proclamation on behalf of the governor and I recognizing the 50 years of Rock Springs serving as the permanent site for Ag Progress Days. I'd like to bring up President Bendapudi and Dean Ott to accept this proclamation. Thank you, everybody. Happy Ag Progress Days.